Hi guys, I'm Charlotte Macbeth. I'm a health and fitness coach, and I'm currently going on a journey of my own that I want to share with whoever's interested because it's something that I've been toying with the idea. I've been trying to do whatever for quite some time, and I finally tapped in and successfully meditated today. Okay? So if you're hearing the word meditation and you're already like, okay, who's this hippie hokey person? Just a little background. I'm not a really hippie hokey person per se. I'm just really into bettering myself right now. The idea of meditation has been mentioned time and time again in all these personal development books I've been reading for the last year and a half or so. I've toyed with it, I've kind of sat and closed my eyes, but I've never really found a technique that really works for me. So I just want to share this because if you're in the same position, maybe you can get something from this, right? Maybe you'll learn something, maybe it'll be valuable to you, or maybe it's just interesting for you to learn about. So when I talk about meditation, I have tried certain things that kind of got me into a kind of clear your head state. And I think, just trying to jump right in to tapping into your meditative state is a little daunting, and many people don't have success that way. So I just want to share what I've been doing up until today when I really felt like I actually tapped in, okay? Because these are great places to start. I mean, I'm no expert by any means in meditation, but this is a good way, or was a good way for me to kind of slowly ease into it. So what I would start by doing is I got this little Zen garden not too long ago, and it's just a little rock garden with sand on it, and it comes with a little rake, and you just kind of rake the sand and try and clear your mind. Okay, so you just try and focus on the sand. I usually have a candle lit as well, so I'm focusing on the candle. And you just sort of clear your mind, clear your thoughts. Let whatever you thought might come into your head come in, but if it's something that's not serving you right then, just try and focus back in on the sand, okay? So this is what I've been doing for a little while, just more so to kind of relax and to reflect on myself. But yesterday I was going to the gym and I decided to borrow an audiobook. And this one was only a couple hours long, so I thought, great, I can listen to the whole thing in my workout. It was an Eckhart Tolle book, and honestly I haven't read any of his books, and this was it was called Tapping into the Power of Now, which I believe is just a follow-up to his book called The Power of Now. But needless to say, I still decided to listen to it, and it was really valuable. So tapping into the power of now, he's kind of talking about tapping into your meditative state, or tapping in to, let's call it God, the universe, whatever it is inside you. However you want to look at it and believe, like, to me, it's all the same. That being, that spiritual being inside you, because everyone has it. And whatever you believe, they always talk about God always being with you, or, the universe is guiding you. Whatever you think that is, it doesn't matter. It's in there, right? And that's what you're kind of trying to tap into when you meditate. So I've never been successful at really getting there, but the tip that stuck with me in this audiobook, it's a great one. If you're trying to get into meditation, just listen to it. It's actually only 1 hour of talking. The last hour is just meditative music. So it's just an hour of kind of a guide on how to tap in. And there was 3 things, and I'm not going to talk about them all, but I'm going to talk about what stuck with me. So he was talking about when you're trying to just tap in and go internally, right? They always talk about this internal inside, tuning into your inside, tuning in internally, and I never really quite understood, but he talked about what you should do is just kind of relax your body, relax your hands to your side, okay? Don't touch anything, Don't look at your hand, just have it relaxed, just being. And then he said to think about your right hand and think about how you know it's there. You know it exists without touching it, without feeling anything. You know it's there, right? So just close your eyes, think about your right hand, think about how you can feel it there, and you know it's there, you know it's alive, just by being, just by looking internally, thinking about it internally, you know it's there, right? You can't deny that. Close your eyes. You can try it right now. Close your eyes, think about your right hand, don't touch it, don't look at it, don't wiggle it around, but you know it's there, okay? He talks about it way better than I just did, but basically that's kind of what stuck with me. So just when you're trying to tune in to yourself, go internally and think about your existence, different parts of your body that exist. And without touching them or looking at them, just think about how you understand that it's there, okay? And that's what stuck with me. You know, I talked to many different people about meditation. Everyone's got their own technique, okay? There's so many different ways to try and do it, and you just have to find what works for you. And this is something that worked for me. So I understood it. It worked for me. So I thought, yes, I'm actually going to seriously give meditation a go, because it's been kind of like this idea I've been flirting with forever. But I was like, that's it. Tomorrow I'm going to really just try and tap into this. So what I did is I lit a candle. I started with my Zen garden, just raking, and then I started just focusing on the light of the candle. I was sitting up to begin with. I closed my eyes and I started thinking about the right hand and then the left and different body parts. For me, I was starting to think about, because I was starting to relax. I would hunch over, and being the fitness professional I am, that was distracting me. I was thinking about my posture, so I lay down and did the same thing. And I started thinking about different body parts and just tuning into basically their existence, their being, that I know that they are there and they exist without even touching or looking at them. It's something inside me knows, right? And then I started to relax, and I guess I don't want to use the word work because you shouldn't expect anything really in meditation, but I'm going to use the word work. It started to work, okay? All of a sudden I was really relaxed, and all these memories started flooding my brain. Like, it's kind of hard to describe, but I wasn't thinking these thoughts. These thoughts were entering my mind, if that makes sense. Like, normally our minds are on, we're going a million miles a minute, we have all these worries, mostly about things that have never even happened or aren't going to happen for a very long time. You know, we're on all the time. The groceries, oh, I need to clean this, oh, I have to go do this, oh, this is gonna happen. Like, all that went away, and these random ass memories started flooding my brain from different stages of my childhood, different places in my life, and it was just weird. And then I would start to notice it was happening, right? So then I would kind of tune out because I started to think about this happening, because that's, our mind just wants to think. It wants to go. And to really meditate, you kind of have to turn that off. So as soon as I started to realize I was starting to get into this state, I would kind of come to again. But then I used the same technique, thinking about the body parts, and I could tap back in. And I don't want to share my exact experience because it's pretty personal, but I had a real realization. Some of these memories that flashed into my mind, some of them weren't great, some of them were negative, and I was, okay, this is going to sound weird. Normally we think about how we perceive things. Things are happening to us. If you have a situation with another person, you think about what they do and how it hurts you, and you put all this blame on them. But in my meditative state, I guess you could say, I could put myself almost in their shoes, and I started understanding this whole situation from their eyes, basically. I understood my own role in the situation. And these are things that happen like long time ago kind of thing, but just stuff that surfaced. I didn't have an intention. I wasn't thinking about this situation. I wasn't thinking about this person. Nothing. It just all came, which was a very foreign concept to me. And actually this situation and this total realization I had ended up bringing me to tears. And that's what got me out of my state. And then I kind of woke up and whatever. But yeah, it was quite an experience. And I just thought, I'm going on this journey anyways. I thought I would kind of share with you guys, so that maybe you can take something out of it. You can try it yourself, or maybe you can relate. Maybe you've been dabbling with meditation and had a similar experience. So yeah, that's my experience today. This is kind of basically day one. I'm going to continue to try and tap in. I'm going to make a goal of every other day. A goal of every other day, every day if I feel like it, but just to try and practice. And it takes, just 20 minutes a day kind of thing. And I had something successful happen to me today. I felt like I tapped in, but many people don't for a very, very long time. And I think the only reason I was finally able to really tap in today is because I've been open to this for a while. I've been doing other little rituals that aren't quite, full-blown meditation, but somewhat clearing my mind and getting me there. And yeah, I've been open to it for a while. I've had these weird coincidences happening with, whatever, again, what you want to call it, God, the universe, anything like that. I've been shown different things lately, and I just think that because I've kind of been in tune with that and open to that, that's why I had success today. So if you don't get it the first 5 times, keep trying, okay? I've heard this before, and now I'm the one telling you, but keep trying. It's called a practice for a reason. You're not just going to get it right away, but you will get it. It is universally, it's inside everyone. You will absolutely get it if you practice, and it is just finding the technique that works for you. Right? So what I'm telling you, what worked for me, it might not work for you. Some people just stare at candles. Some people do breathing techniques. Some people have music. Some people have silence. There's just so many ways to go about it, but however you get there, you can get there. So just keep trying. I'm going to keep doing these videos. If you guys are interested in jumping on my journey, subscribe to my channel. And keep watching for updates. I'll probably do a couple a week because I'm just going to practice, and I'll just share my experience, and you can take the journey with me if you like. Okay? Thanks for listening, guys.